Happy video day, guys! We've got a brand new makeup product that just arrived at my doorstep and I am dying to try for you guys. I picked up two of Fenty's brand new releases. So this is the Fenty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer, and I also picked up the Fenty Cheeks Out Cream Blush. I feel like when cream products get released together, like blushes and bronzers, I want to see how they work together, and sometimes the formula is kind of the same, so they're meant to work together. So I definitely wanted to pick up both of these. So I am super excited to share with you guys all the details. I'm going to be trying this out for the very first time on camera with you guys, and of course I'm going to wear this for the whole day just to give you guys the 411 on the whole thing. How does this wear? How does it look? Does it break apart my makeup? Is it worth you spending your money on? We're gonna get into everything in this video. So if you guys are new, I'm Christina Brooke. We love to talk about makeup on this channel. So if you guys like that, now's the time for you to hit the subscribe button so that you guys can see me again. And let's get into it right now. All right, so now that you guys know what we're gonna be talking about here, let me just give you guys some details about these products, like how expensive are they? Let's get into that. Let's talk about the Fenty Cream Bronzer. So this one here retails you $32 and it's coming in 7 different colors. I did get 03 Macchiato, which is supposed to be for light to medium skin tones. So they do say that it is a non-greasy cream bronzer that melts into the skin for a natural looking bronze or a contour. So you can get a cool tone if you wanted to do contours. So it does say it's a very light formula that's non-greasy and that it melts into the skin. It goes from sheer to buildable. The product is also vegan and cruelty free. I am very excited to show you guys the results of this product. So we're gonna be trying this on in just a few seconds. And then the other one is this little guy right here. I will tell you, I was a little taken back by how tiny it was. I did not realize that this was so small. When I actually saw it in the bag, I thought it was a sample, but yeah, it's literally half the size of the bronzer. So if you guys ordered this, don't expect that you're gonna get a huge bronzer. Why did I think it was gonna be the same size as the bronzer? I have no idea, but I did. So the cream blush retails for $20 US, and it does come in 10 different shades. I did pick up the color 09 Cool Berry. Oh my goodness, what a gorgeous shade this shade is. And they also say a very similar description, that this is a very light and airy blush that is not supposed to be greasy. It basically has almost the same claims, I feel, as the actual bronzer. Another claim that they do say, it's hard to overdo the blush because I guess it is a buildable blush. And of course, we're gonna look at that when we try it on as well. So I did pick up both of these products at Sephora because they're doing their spring saving event right now. And I hope that I can air this video for you guys on Tuesday so that you guys can pick these up if you want. But now, let's get into trying these on. Let's see how they are, if there's any cons to these. Let's get into that all right now. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and apply this, and I got it in 03 Macchiato. It's supposed to be for light, medium skin tones. And just so you guys can have a reference, I wear the Fenty Beauty foundation. This is the hydrating one. What is it called? The Hydrating Longwear in 240. So that's my color, and actually it's what I have on today. I figured, let's try Fenty with Fenty. I'm gonna put this on the way I like to put on cream bronzers, and that's with a sponge. It's just my favorite way to apply it. I did read here on the Fenty description, it said that you can use your fingers. I like the way sponges work, so I'm just gonna dab in this, pick up a little bit of product. I don't wanna do too much because I wanna see how this is gonna apply before I decide how much to put on. Okay, already I like the tone. It is a little bit more warm. I like warm bronzers because it just makes you look a little bit more sun-kissed, and cool tones are a lot better for contouring. So I feel like I have to grab pretty good product on the sponge in order for it to show up good. But once you figure out how much product to pick up, so far it's applying pretty good. That looks nice. You guys can see the difference here, right? Look at that, right? Such a difference when you have bronzer on. I filmed a video with this eye look with no bronzer because I was waiting for this to show up. So you guys will see the difference. When you see that video, you're gonna be like, Christina, what happened to your face? But I couldn't wait. FedEx was taking so long, I had to film 2 videos because I've been giving you guys videos every day. Okay, so far this is looking super nice. Very nice. I like so far this cream product more than I like their actual powder bronzer. Their powder bronzer is good. I don't think I got a deep enough color for my skin tone, so there is a complaint there, but that's just personal. That was a mistake I made. But this one, for being light medium, I think this works great on my skin tone. That looks really good. Now, the only thing is it depends on how bronze you like to go. If you like to be very bronze, I feel like you have to keep dipping in here. Granted, sponge is eating away some of the product, but I will say the thing with fingers versus sponge, personal preference, is I feel like sponge is evenly distributed and they also kind of like blend it really nice into the skin so it looks a lot more natural. When you use your fingers, you get more product, but it's a little harder to blend. So sponge is really, I feel like apply bronzer the best. I don't even like to use a brush for cream bronzer. I just don't think it does the same effect. But I think Fenty came out with a brush for this. But I like to do this with bronzer across the face, a little bit on the nose, very light, because I like for the bronzer to kind of look like I got, you know, sun right on the face. So I do that. I like this. Yeah, this didn't move around the foundation, and this foundation moves around quite a bit. And I have built it up a couple of times just because I like to look very bronze. I mean, it depends on how you guys like to look, but I like to add a lot. This is very pretty. I like this. This is really pretty. So let's try the cream blush. So this is the other product that I bought from Fenty, and look at the size. Guys, this is so small. I was not expecting this. It actually kind of was like, I thought that this was like one of those little samples that you get for free, you know, like if you buy and you get the points. I was like, oh, this is a sample that I got, but I was like, no, it's not. So this is actually kind of tiny, very tiny. What I'm gonna do with this one is I'm gonna just apply a little bit here so I could see the color. Ooh, I think I like that color. So this color that I got is called Cool Berry. This is probably gonna be really nice for spring, summer. Oh, that's pretty. I like this too. And just dab a little bit more. I think how I would like to apply this is on the sponge and not dab it, because you can kind of see where I put my finger. So I would like to just dab in here and put it on. Yeah, that's so much better. Just do that. Don't try to play with the color. Just dab it on your sponge and dab it on your face. So much better. Gives the product a lot better of an application, and it just looks better. Now this seems to me like it has a little sheen in it. I didn't realize that these were going to be like little sheeny blushes, but it's very pretty. A little chitty blush. Okay, I'm probably gonna overdo it with the blush, just because you know when you try a new blush, you like just keep putting it on because you want to see more and more and more. This looks super nice. Like I said, I think there's a little sheen in this one. Like it just seems sheeny when you put it on. It's not like a matte, flat matte. It has a little bit of like a shine to it, but it's not a shine that looks like glitter. It just does like a little pretty sheen. Do you guys see how I look like I have sheen on my face? That's coming from this blush. And it's very pretty, very pretty. This is giving me a very natural, very skin-like feeling. The bronzer looks very skin-like. It gave me a really nice tan. And this blush, even that little sheen that it gave to the cheeks, is giving me such a cool summer vibe. Ooh, I like this. I'm gonna set down my face just a tad with some powder, just to keep everything in place, even though most of the time, guys, I don't even use powder anymore. But I'm just gonna put a little bit of powder to set this in place. Huh, I think I like this. Okay, so I just put a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder to set down this face, and I am very, very pleasantly surprised. Okay, so I was scared, and I always do get scared with cream products. They're going to feel very greasy on the skin, and that they're not gonna look that nice, and they'll break apart my foundation. This is nice. The claims did say that this was hard to be like a mess, like to put on too much. I'm gonna have to agree with that 100%. I feel like using a sponge, I had to build up both of these products. The blush didn't go too crazy and give me like all this blush at once. I feel like I had to like build it up gradually until I got to a point that I was happy. And I feel like cream products, I love that. I think that that is the way most cream products should be. I hate going into a cream product, putting it on my face and being like, oh, what happened? And then you have to like bounce it off, and it's difficult to remove a cream product. And so I love that this is buildable, and I feel like it very much was. Like I said, don't use your finger and put it on your face like I originally did to kind of play with the color. I feel like the best method of applying it, put the sponge, put it on the face. Gorgeous application. The bronzer did the same thing. I did not feel like I was overly bronzed. I felt like I built it up to a color that I really, really loved. And I like that. I think that that's a fantastic way to work with cream products, for it not to give you too much punch in the beginning. You want to give that effortless, kind of like blended, this is my skin tone, I look this bronze all the time kind of glow. And I feel like being able to build up product is the way that it works the best. I had to stop filming for a few minutes because I had to get my daughter and all this stuff. And I feel like my face doesn't feel greasy. I don't feel like I have an overly like cream product face right now. Like it feels very lightweight. I'm very much enjoying this. It actually feels, it's strange because the same as this formula, it feels like a creamy feel, but when you put it on, it almost feels like it turns into kind of like a powdery feel. It doesn't feel like a greasiness that you feel a lot with like cream blushes. They have like a greasy feeling afterwards. This literally turned into a powder. That's really cool. And it blended super nice. I mean, you guys saw, I put this on camera first time in front of you guys, and this blended really nice. I have to say, I really, really honestly think this looks gorgeous. It looks very sun-kissed. It looks very natural. And it has a nice little sheen to the blush, like I said, that really gives you that very summer feel. I'm a fan. I really like both of these. And I think the bronzer is the one that kind of shocked me the most. This bronzer really did such a nice job. Such a nice job. It gave me a really nice bronze look, but it also just, it blended so seamlessly into the foundation. Now I'm using the Fenty foundation, and this is the first time I've ever used this product. So I'm definitely gonna use this with more foundations. Of course, there's also whether it breaks me out or not, which I'm crossing my finger it doesn't. Some cream products can not be that friendly on my skin, but right now I am loving this. So for sure, the cream bronzer, if you guys are looking at this one, or if you guys put this in your cart, I think you guys are gonna really, really like this. This one, I think it's a go. So now the Cheeks Out blush is actually really nice too. So this did a really, really nice job. The only thing that kind of took me back was how little product you get in here. You actually get 3 grams of product. The bronzer, you're getting 6.2 grams of product. So you're getting literally double bronzer than this. So this is not that much product. It just seems very little. It's a beautiful blush and it looks fantastic on, and I guess in reality you would use a lot less blush than you do bronzer, but it's not like half the price of the bronzer. But I will say this is a beautiful blush. It did a fantastic job. It looks really, really pretty. I really like the sheen that it gave, and I wasn't even expecting it to have that cute little sheen to it. Blends really nice over foundation with the bronzer. These two colors match so beautifully together. If you guys do like what you see and you decide to pick up any of these, I am going to link down below my links, and if you guys use those links, you do support the channel, so don't forget to use those links if you decide to purchase any of these. I'm super excited to see how this wears throughout the entire day, but I think that both of these are gorgeous. I really, really love them. I'm gonna give you guys a check-in at the end of the day on how they wore, because I think that's also very important. But right now, guys, I am a huge fan. I really, really like both of these products. Super excited. So let's see what I think a few hours down the line. This is my final update of the night, and it is 8 o'clock at night. Okay, so we are at 8 o'clock at night. I've had this on since 1. A good 7 hours. This is what it looks like. I think it looks pretty damn good, right? The foundation that I'm wearing is a little bit more greasier, so the greasiness of the face is from that, but I feel like the bronzer looks pretty nice, and you can still kind of see the blush a little bit. So I really like this. I feel like my skin still looks a little bit bronze. I can still see remnants of that blush still there a little bit, like especially right around here. So I like these products. I like both of them a lot. So I'm gonna give them both a total go for it if you guys are interested. I really, really like them. So yeah, guys, I want to go take a bath, but I do have a lot more finds that I got at Sephora that are coming really soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.